NFL fines over 100 players for reselling Super Bowl tickets. In a bold move that's sending shockwaves through the National Football League, the NFL is set to penalize over 100 players for their involvement in the resale of Super Bowl tickets at a premium. This unprecedented action is aimed at curbing the unauthorized resale of tickets, a practice that has long been a thorn in the side of the league's efforts to maintain fair ticketing practices for fans. But here's where it gets controversial. The league is not just targeting the players, but also club employees, making it clear that no one is above the rules when it comes to Super Bowl tickets. Imagine this. The Lombardi Trophy, a symbol of football supremacy, sits majestically between the helmets of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, a day before the NFL Super Bowl LIC football game in New Orleans, Louisiana. This iconic image, captured by Kevin Sabatis for Getty Images, serves as a backdrop to the unfolding drama behind the scenes. According to an internal memo from the NFL's Chief Compliance Officer, Sabrina Perrell, the league has identified more than 100 players and approximately 24 club employees who have violated the NFL's strict ticket resale policy. These individuals were found to be selling Super Bowl 59 tickets to resale bundlers at a profit, a clear breach of the league's guidelines. The penalties for these violations are steep. Players will face fines equivalent to 1.5 times the face value of the tickets they sold, while employees will be hit with fines twice the face value. This information comes from a source who wishes to remain anonymous, as these details are not yet public. And this is the part most people miss. Non-player personnel found guilty of violating the policy will not only be fined, but will also lose the privilege of purchasing future NFL tickets, a significant blow to those who have been caught in the act. The NFL's policy is clear. Employees and players are prohibited from selling NFL game tickets acquired from their employer for more than the ticket's face value or more than the original purchase price, whichever is lower. This rule is designed to protect fans from being exploited by those who have a direct affiliation with the league. In a proactive step, the league is enhancing compliance trading ahead of Super Bowl 60 and has announced that penalties for future offenses will be even more severe. Sabrina Perrell, in her memo, emphasized the league's commitment to fairness, stating, "No one should profit personally from the league's NFL affiliation at the expense of our fans." This statement not only highlights the league's stance, but also invites a discussion on the ethics of ticket reselling within the NFL community. Do you think the NFL's penalties are justified, or are they too harsh? Share your thoughts in the comments below. NFL players penalized for selling Super Bowl tickets. What you need to know. Imagine this. Over 100 NFL players might face hefty fines and even suspensions for what some will consider a simple entrepreneurial move, selling their Super Bowl tickets for a profit. But this controversy digs deeper into the heart of league policies and the ethics of profit-making in sports. According to multiple reports from ESPN, a significant number of players from nearly half of the NFL's 32 teams are under scrutiny for allegedly flouting league rules by reselling their tickets to this year's Super Bowl licks at prices exceeding their face value. This behavior stands in direct violation of established league policies. As per the existing agreement between the NFL and the NFL Players Association, any player found guilty of this infraction faces a fine that amounts to 1.5 times the ticket's face value. Additionally, they will lose their right to tickets for the next 2 Super Bowls. However, for those players who are active participants in the upcoming game, there remains an opportunity to purchase tickets, although losing their original allocated tickets is a significant penalty. The stakes could rise even higher for those who challenge these penalties. Sources claim that if players refuse to accept the repercussions, they risk being suspended by Commissioner Roger Goodell. The NFL is taking this situation seriously. Reports indicate that the number of players involved exceeds 100, with some already accepting fines as a means to avoid any disruption to their game participation. While individual identities of the players implicated remain confidential, it is telling Herder from this situation that the Saint actually did his job to transvis. While the NFL players sold their tickets to Ann Arbor's Super Bowl, they reportedly sold tickets to a select group of undlers who were linked with a ticket reseller, thereby increasing ticket demand and driving secondary market prices to astonishing heights. Prior to the Super Bowl matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, reports highlighted that ticket prices soared on resale platforms, with some seats going for prices as low as $2,588 and others fetching an extravagant amount exceeding $10,000. The NFL has been transparent in its efforts to address these issues. An internal memo shared with all 32 teams and obtained by ESPN detailed the findings of the investigation, emphasizing that team employees and players violated league policies by selling tickets above face value. This missive from NFL Chief Compliance Officer Sabrina Perrell made it clear that any player or employee who had a significant role in this ticket selling scheme may face more severe penalties. Perrell's memo reiterated the long-standing league policy, which is enshrined in the collective bargaining agreement. This policy strictly prohibits players and all team staff from reselling NFL game tickets acquired through their organization for more than the face value or for an amount exceeding the original ticket price. Looking ahead, the league is keen on preventing future breaches of this nature. To that end, they have committed to enhancing training sessions for all league personnel ahead of Super Bowl licks. The focus will be to underscore the importance of adhering to these rules and promoting the overarching principle that no individual should capitalize on their NFL connections at the fans' expense. So, what do you think? Is it fair for players to face such severe consequences for trying to resell tickets? Or are these penalties just a necessary step to uphold integrity in the league? Your thoughts could spark a vital conversation. Share your opinion below.